Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I have a message coming to you which has been inspired by a podcast that I was listening to this morning on the Joe Rogan show, Experience, whatever it's called. And definitely got me thinking around this concept that you guys who've been following me for a long time know that I'm constantly always talking about, which is ultimately getting to the truth and challenging all of our belief systems and not staying attached and identifying with different modalities of belief, because ultimately that can oftentimes get in the way of us really experiencing the truth of who we are, evolving, growing, expanding, all of that great stuff. So, you know, today's message is really all about, valuing the truth over staying stuck in the tribe, staying stuck in that tribal kind of mentality. And so really it's about aligning our beliefs with truth rather than tribal loyalty. And I think that this one is something that we can often not know that we're caught in the midst of. But when we have these belief systems that we so wholeheartedly just believe, and we're constantly saying that of what we believe, but we're never actually questioning, and we're never actually uncovering where on earth these beliefs even came from. And that to me is really super scary. And I'm going to use some examples from my own life to sort of illustrate this. But definitely I would love for you guys to be thinking about what do I currently believe? What are my core beliefs? And you may even want to spend a little bit of time just, in some introspection after this video and just jot them down. Just jot down maybe your top 5 or 10 core beliefs. What have you always said that you believe? And, just get really clear on what they are, and then start questioning, where did they come from? Did these beliefs, did I self-generate these beliefs based on experience, based on, different learnings, teachings, experiences, all of that sort of stuff, to come up with my own belief here that I really solidly believe at my core? Or could I really, if I'm really honest, could I just see that I've maybe just been following the tribe with this belief? And, that is part of our human nature that we need to bring to the conscious level, which is ultimately that we take on certain belief systems that we feel will keep us connected to the tribe, whatever tribe that is, whether it's, your family, whether it's a church, whether it's some sort of community, your friendship groups, whatever circle of community that you're in. Oftentimes on the subconscious level, we're identifying, what we need to believe in order to get the most connection and acceptance and approval from the people that we want to be connected to, from that tribe. And it's like this human protection mechanism that we oftentimes get really caught up in, and we don't even realize, that we're following a set of beliefs that, if we really got to the bottom of it, if we really did our own research and homework and reflected back on our life's experiences and really thought for ourselves, we might just find that we're believing or saying that we believe in something that actually we don't believe. If we really just thought about it, thought it through, we're honest, we're authentic, we might find that we actually don't believe in that at all, and we see a lot of questions come up for us, as to, where did this come from? Why do people believe this? Why have I chosen to believe it? Where are the kind of pitfalls or blind spots in this belief? And how is it taking me further and further away from the truth, away from reality? And I think this is just such a scary question for most of us to answer and even think about, because it may, in a lot of ways, set us aside from that tribe. We may innately realize that we will be going against the norm and therefore potentially lose those connections be ostracized, be criticized, all of those different things that we definitely do not want as human beings. You know, we want that connection, we want that love, but I'm here to challenge you to opt for truth and trust that when you get to the bottom and the core of what you truly believe, and you're not just being a follower, then you will ultimately get connected to people who can go really deep with you, who aren't afraid to be questioned in their beliefs. And if you come across anybody who gets really defensive when you merely ask a question as to why they believe what they do, you know, then be wary of those people, because you're interacting more than likely with somebody who is not solid in their own belief, and they too have just taken on some sort of belief system in the hope that they can stay connected to a community, but they get defensive because they don't have the answers to your questions. And so, you know, anybody who is so strongly solidified in some sort of belief system, who hasn't done the homework and is therefore getting defensive about you questioning with just open-minded curiosity, you know, that is a dangerous path that limits people's curiosity. It limits the expansion of humanity, because if we don't feel safe to question and we don't feel safe to learn and be curious, then we're never ever going to find the truth, and we're always going to just follow along with whatever it is. And ultimately, you know, that to me is like is seriously scary, to think that we can fall victim to this kind of mentality that just makes us followers and we never really get to the truth. That limits consciousness, it limits expansion. And I feel like any of you guys who are watching a video like this and you've been following for a long time in particular, I know you guys are into expanding your minds. You're open-minded, you're curious, you're looking to you know, be of service to the betterment of humanity. And that to me is always in being open-minded, always getting curious, you know, not trapping ourselves in a limited mindset and identifying with past belief systems, and instead know what you believe now, but be absolutely open to those belief systems being challenged by your new experiences, by new information coming in, and, you know, definitely being curious to learn about other people's perspectives in the hope that you can expand your own and potentially expand theirs as well. And that is how we're going to evolve to real truth, to real expansion. And I really do believe that anything that falls short of that, anything that falls outside of that, anytime you feel unsafe to question and be curious, get the hell out of there, because you know, you don't want to ever be limited by a belief system. Everything is perspective. Everything in your mind is either disempowering you or empowering you. So that's why I don't believe that, you know, it's up to any of us to change another person's belief systems, particularly if whatever they believe empowers them. So be it. You know, I believe that we have our own subjective truth, and that we need to go on our own unique individual journeys that don't worry about, you know, whether or not we're going to be ostracized from a tribe or a group or a community. If we are, through just open-minded curiosity and wanting truth and expansion, then that's not the kind of tribe or community that I think any of us really want to be a part of. And we need to be the leaders. We need to have courage to expand and create a safe zone for other people to be curious and open-minded, and expanding of the mind, open-mindedness, so that ultimately we can go on to discover deeper and deeper truth and get to the source and ultimately experience the truth of reality instead of getting stuck in dogmatic belief systems. I feel like they're our greatest limitation, and I'm thinking that you guys might agree with me there, but let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your perspective on this, but really, really, really want each and every one of us to be more conscious about our current belief systems and do that exercise. Identify your top 5 to 10 core beliefs that you hold really dearly, and ask yourself, where did that come from? Did it come from me and my own experience, or did I get it from my family, my community, my friendship group, my religious community, whatever it is, and just get curious and just get self-aware as to where your current belief systems are coming from, because they are guiding every decision in your life. So you better get conscious of what they are. And I'll just give you one example from my own life before I check in with you guys. So make sure you drop any questions or comments or feedback or any of your perspectives below. I'd love to connect with you. But one example from my life, and actually in the interview that I did with Dean Martini, coming up to like 2 weeks ago now, or was it? Is it like 1 week ago? I can't remember. I think it was a week ago. Anyway, you know, when I was in that interview and I mentioned, because I questioned him about his beliefs around religion and the evolution of religion and the expansion of humanity. And one of the things that I said, and I just kind of said it like blasé, I said, you know, because I came from an atheist family, and he woke me up to this like mindset or this identity that I'd created without even knowing what atheism, you know, not really thinking about what atheism really is. And for me personally, the way he responded to how I said that, it kind of shook me up. It was like, whoa, yeah, I actually don't even think of myself as an atheist at all. So why do I say that? And it got me definitely thinking about where that belief came from. Belief came from my family, and I think kind of trying to put myself in a box or a category, because I went to a Christian school, and you know, if you're not a Christian, then what are you? And so I think I just kind of took on this identity or this belief that, oh, I guess I'm an atheist, but actually I'm not, because now I've gone on a journey of uncovering what that even means and studying different religious perspectives through my open-minded curiosity, because I have no judgment. I just have a fascination with understanding why people believe the things that they believe and how that can help me expand. You know, do I believe any of that stuff, or do I not? And can it help me connect the bridge through understanding why people do what they do and believe the things that they believe? And ultimately what I've found is that, you know, atheism is not at all who I am. Just because I don't believe in a modality of religion doesn't mean that I don't believe in spirituality. And I used to think that spirituality was religious, which it is so not, you know. And so anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But you know, it's just those little things that we just identify with, and we just kind of believe without questioning, until maybe somebody kind of wakes us up and has a reaction to what we said, and we're just like, whoa, I better think about that. And I'm hoping that today's message is kind of that thing that will wake you guys up to just building a bit more consciousness around your current beliefs, because they're very much so guiding you. So they've got a lot of power, and the sooner you can tap into and identify what they are, where they came from, whether you even believe that, do your own research. Don't just accept what people tell you, you know, make it real to you. And I'm hoping that this does that for you guys as well. And I want to check in with you guys. And before I say hi, and you guys are questioning, drop anything below. I definitely would love each and every one of you, if you haven't already, to fill in that really short questionnaire for me, so that I can definitely know what's going on in your world and make sure that I'm adding maximum value in these messages and talking about the stuff that actually matters to you. I'd really value your unique individual perspective on that. So the link's up above, and I so appreciate that. And thank you so much to all the incredible human beings who've already done that for me. So insightful, and I'm super grateful, because it gives me an ability to, you know, definitely move in the direction of adding maximum value to you guys. And definitely, if you haven't already, make sure that you do come on over and join us in the Limitless Potential Inner Circle Facebook community, like minds, all growing, all amazing. Definitely want you a part of that community. So click on the link above as well. And I've got Linda and Sam and Don and Jeannie and Alexandria and Matuas. Hello to you, and Hassani, and yes, I got my spirit sister in the house, and Manpreet, and Jelma, and Judy, and Sam, thank you so much. Loving that you're loving my wardrobe. I've got plenty in it, as you guys are probably clued onto. And I've got Williams and Dave and Anna and Jolene and Mark and Gurmeet and Jamie and Jeannie. Very true, and sometimes we want most what we want most, there may be a belief that is stopping us from getting it. Absolutely, Jeannie. So true, particularly those kind of beliefs that we attach our identity to. And if we leave it all unquestioned, like, that's pretty scary. So definitely, I love that you brought that to the conversation, Jeannie, because one way that people can get really clear on whether or not they have some beliefs that they haven't actually got clarity over is to see whether they have been, setting a goal in the conscious mind, but always seeming to sabotage their success in the direction of achieving it. And so ultimately that is a really great indicator. If you're not achieving what you set out to achieve, it's a really great indicator to see that you've probably got some beliefs going on in your subconscious that you've left unchecked, that are really guiding you. And, I'm always saying that it's our conscious mind that is the goal setter. We're saying out loud what we want, but it's the subconscious mind that's the goal getter. If we don't have alignment, if we haven't brought the subconscious to the conscious, we're kind of at a whim as to whether we're going to achieve our goals or not. And those are the driving forces in that subconscious arena as well. So awesome, Jeannie. I love that. And Heidi and Ramon and Scott and Deep and Christelle and Sam. I'm now challenging my beliefs to awaken, and I've realized loyalty is not the answer, but my truth and alignment to my passion and purpose. Absolutely. Go for the truth. Don't stay in this limitation and loyalty to the tribe. If you really want to, I really want all of us to feel like we're making a difference, that we are being leaders in our own unique way, and we're following our inspiration and our truth and our authenticity. And so the greatest gift that you can give to anybody worth giving your gift to is to expand their minds as well by you being a leader, following the truth, going against the norm and questioning things if it doesn't feel right to you. Don't stay stuck and limited in beliefs and any sort of systems that just aren't adding up to you at your core. Challenge it, and have the courage to do so. And I'm telling you, whenever you follow your authenticity and you follow your truth, you generate the momentum of courage that you need, that you don't have when you're limiting yourself and staying small and not questioning, not wanting to rock the boat. You don't have the courage that you need to move forward in that truthful direction. But as soon as you take that step in the right direction of what feels right to you at your core and start questioning things, not with a judgmental attitude thinking you're right and other people are wrong, just with an open-minded curiosity so that you can make decisions and create your own beliefs for yourself. So hope that that's of value, and I always so appreciate you sharing what's going on in your world, Sam. Thank you. And Shane's here, and Amanda, and Judy, and Norlina, and Alexandria. Mindfulness versus mindlessness. Absolutely. So well put. Absolutely. Yeah, we've got to be mindful. Don't just follow the pack mindlessly. Question things, work things out for yourself, and align with the truth, and stay open, stay curious. Absolutely. And Bombs, just do it. I love it. Absolutely. And Nikki and Chris and Jeremy and Alexandra, be a lifelong learner, and the world and universe and other humans are our natural teachers. That is so true. Constantly be the student and the teacher. That's what I really believe, that if we can all, take on those roles in our own individual way, to learn, to stay open, to stay curious, not think we have the right answers, always be open to expansion, to learning a new perspective, and also have the courage to share your own perspective, because whatever we share, whatever we've really thought about and what's true to us and what resonates with us, and we can share that, it has the opportunity to expand another human being's mindset as well. So, you know, don't just be a student, also be a teacher. Both take courage and both take open-mindedness. So absolutely, I love that, Alexandria. And Stephen's here, and Sam. Open-mindedness has helped me to connect and build communities I couldn't have done a year ago. Now I feel nourished and met. That's so, so beautiful. And you know, the beauty of creating a community from your true authentic self, rather than just having a community that is, you know, of tribal order and you kind of feel like you have to be a certain way to fit in, like they're worlds apart. And I love that you're having that experience of creating a community that's built from your authenticity, Sam. That is so amazing. I love hearing that. And Gianni, I think it is. I can never read your name, but I think it is. Yes. Thanks for being here. And Stephen and Richie. I'm loving that I open your mind. Thank you. That's awesome. And Alias, freedom is make me alone. I don't know exactly what you mean there, Elias, but definitely let me know. Comment below again and just clear that question up for me. I don't know what that means exactly. But Angie is here, and Nikki and Ramon. I'm reading a book by Simon Sinek, Leaders Eat Last. This book teaches you how to help your tribe and help others succeed. Ramon, that is super, super awesome. And I definitely love for you to share in the Limitless Potential community, share some of the insights that you're learning from that book and help inspire other people to do the same. Maybe pick that book up as well. That's awesome. What an awesome book. And I love Simon Sinek. That book, his famous book, Starts With Why, is phenomenal. I haven't read the one that you've just mentioned there, but be sure to check it out. And Jamie, I have been doing meditation, going to be looking into Kundalini to help raise my spiritual vibration and do more. And inner work has helped me release the energy that helps me evolve. Absolutely. I love that, Jamie. I'm a big believer in going out there and learning all that you can from everywhere. You know, expand your horizons through, you know, having the different experiences and being open to learning from all aspects, all different modalities, you know. I love that. And I love that you are an absolute learner and action taker. Two of my favorite things. And Don Mayer, thank you so much for joining. Hope you catch the recording, get a ton of value from today's message, because I'm just about to sign off. And as always, guys, I'm always sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's as beautiful and amazing as it is here down in sunny, beautiful Warrnambool. I'm really enjoying my time back down here at the beach. It's super windy outside today, but I might try and do one out at the beach for you guys tomorrow, so you can check it out too. And I'm sending you guys all of my love. Thank you so much for joining me. You are super appreciated. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow.